welcome to the We Cultivate Wealth podcast, and this is Sequita Collins. I wanted to talk to you guys about, this is for any woman, man, but especially women who are in transition in their life and maybe looking at their finances and realizing that my finances are not where I desire them to be. And I decided a few months ago that I wanted to make a change, that I wanted something different in my life. That honestly, ladies, gentlemen, I desired a life of ease. For the last 20 some years, I have been working nonstop, like most of you. But I was that middle class that worked hard to pay bills. Barely went on vacation because I worked too hard. Or I was too tired when I did take days off or go taking my vacation. And I wouldn't do anything or go anywhere. It was like I was just caught up in what they call the rat race. And I was in corporate America for about 13, 14 years. And then I transitioned during COVID to becoming a middle school teacher, a middle school special education ELAR teacher. And I left teaching January of 2024. And I just decided that for the remaining of my life, I desire to do what I want to do. I desire to serve people and impact people in a way that contributes to their mental and emotional well-being. And not to say that I didn't do that working in healthcare and in pharma for my corporate America years or as a teacher, because I enjoyed both of those careers in my life. But yet I had made it to these peaks within those careers of in what I desired. And I got to the mountaintop, to the peak, and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. What else? I didn't feel the way I thought I would feel because I didn't prepare or plan life after reaching that level. So now here I am, like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want this soft life. I want this life of ease. And I want to be able to take everything that I learned and all of my skills, abilities, and talents and serve people in a way where I can impact their lives, impact them to heal, impact them to be the best version of themselves. And not within the four walls of a corporation or the four walls of the school system. You know, I desire having the control. I desire having the ability to work when I desire. I desire the ability to be creative, to be myself, to be my authentic self. Because in those careers, I realized I morphed into what they needed me to be. And I put who I was on the back burner to a point where I didn't even know who I was when I left those careers. And I realized over the last 6 months, I have actually been discovering this new Sequita. You know, I can't say finding her. I don't think she was ever lost, but just discovering who I am and what I'm good at and what I desire. And I'm able to be creative and I'm able to just be me. I'm realizing for the first time in a very long time what I like, what I don't like, what I will accept, what I won't accept, what I will tolerate, what I won't tolerate, and to be in spaces where I am celebrated and not just tolerated. And it's led me on this new journey of cultivating wealth so that I can live the life that I desire. And I realized a lot of how I spent money, how I saved money, what I did with my money and finances, even how I looked at finances and the poverty mindset I had, even when I had an abundance of money, even when I was on my way to creating a standard of wealth, and how I don't want to utilize the word sabotage, but I did not have the money principles and mindset to sustain it. And as I reflect now, I'm like, okay, I'm identifying a lot of the things that need to change, a lot of the things that I may not have had the education and the information to be able to do with my money at that time. So I'm on this journey of cultivating wealth for myself and my family, and for my grandchildren that I'll have one day, and for my grandchildren's children, for generations to come. And so me and my husband, we're embarking on this journey, which we'll discuss at a later date. We'll give more details. But our life is about to do a 180 with how we live and where we want to live and what we'll be beginning in this new journey of our lives. And I'm going to tell you 3 things that I've learned over the last 6 months. Is 1, I don't have what I desire because of my belief system. And it's my beliefs about money, my beliefs about myself, and beliefs about what I deserve or what I can have. I realize they may not be on the surface level, but they're definitely underneath. It's their dross that is underneath a whole bunch of layers of just what I saw growing up, what was taught, what was caught, what I saw, and even the level of finances in my family. And I realized there is so much more out there. And I realized it was so much more that I wanted and desired. But there is a belief that I am currently working through. And I'm going to take you guys on this journey. So that's what I'm dealing with now, is that, it's the belief, 1. 2, it's a poverty mindset in my case. And I'm going to explain. 1, it's not about money. It's just about how I think about money and what it's for. I grew up thinking money was just to pay bills. You really didn't buy the things that you desired. Or in another sense, you purchased your wants and you would beg and borrow and steal for your needs. 3, respecting money. I just had this lesson yesterday. I set myself on a budget to grocery shop. And normally when I grocery shop, I go over $5, $10, $15, $20. But I said, what comes out of my mouth, I have to do it. Because my will wasn't believing a word that was coming out of my mouth. So I have to get my will and the words that I speak in alignment. So I went in $100 budget. Now I will tell you it was about $102 with tax. It was a couple things like an extra 88 cents, an extra like 17 cents over, what have you. But for the first time, I was so extremely proud of myself that literally I only went over like $2 on the budget. And that included nearly everything on the list. That was everything on the list. And yes, Mike and I had to go to 3 stores to, accomplish that. But I felt so good because for me, that was the first step, was respecting money. That you set a budget, this is how much you're going to spend. And stay within that budget. Stick to that budget as much as possible. So I just wanted to come on here and I just wanted to share that. And I hope you all join us on this journey of cultivating wealth. We have just a plethora of, experiences that I know we're not the only ones that is going through this. We know that we're not the only ones that's making, changes and deciding that, hey, I do not want to continue to live how I was living. And for many of us, we're out in the hallway because the door behind us has closed. We can no longer live the way that we used to. The door is shut. God is not allowing us to go back through that door. So we have no other option but to move forward and make the necessary changes. So join us on this transition journey of cultivating wealth for our family. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and just let us know if you would like to hear more of this and if there's any topics that you would like to hear about. Because as we transition on this journey, we want you guys to come with us. Thank you.